Yo, yo, what's going on? An exciting one last night, a enormous flush. Bunch of fucking nasty markety makers started to shit over the weekend, and you got a sense that things were going to get grim, particularly when CME opened last night. Anyway, hopefully no one got too absolutely monumentally wrecked, and if you did, then sorry about that. It's never a fucking great experience, having been there myself many moons ago. Um, all I'm going to say is that, we're still pretty much in a range for BTC. I've been watching the 886 for a while, to be honest, because if you look back at my previous videos, for whatever reason, BTC seems to want to keep nailing the 886 on this range, and so it gave us a bounce, and we just made at the moment, a higher low. So, I mean, alts have been absolutely fucking destroyed, but it's probably just because there are too many and there's not enough liquidity, right? I mean, that was my kind of thoughts on it anyway. I'm no expert. I'm not going to try and get into that. I just look at the charts. But, yeah, I mean, there's an opportunity, I think. What we could see today potentially is, given all the kind of macro shite going on in the background with trade wars and Trump and all that shite, maybe market sell off a bit further. I know he's going to dump some on the EU. He's done Canada, Mexico, yada, yada, yada. So let's see how the markets react to that, and we'll know, my time in a few hours when markets open, just see what that initial reaction is. Ideally, I think we get a wee dip back down towards the 886 or just above and set in a higher low, and then grind out a bit of a sideways and upside. I'll certainly be taking some longs down here. I took a long last night right on the 886 because that was where I felt it was coming, and that was correct. Anyway, shorter term, there is kind of some definitely potential for bullish divergence, but actually that didn't get confirmed. We got that 4-hour signal there, but shorter term there were the kind of idea that some bullish divergence might emerge on the 1 hour, 2 hour. Certainly there was a whole bunch of drives on the 1 hour, and that might just be enough impetus to kind of just make Bitcoin dig in a bit here and give us a bit of sideways and then up. We'll see. We can only just react to what happens, and that's exactly what I do. I try not to think too far ahead. You get caught in that trap of everything's going to the moon and it's fantastic, and it kind of, got my head out of that space, and I'm really just looking at the range at the minute until we get a major pump to the upside. Then I'll start jumping heavily back into alts. So that's that. Interestingly, if you watched my last video, for whatever reason, I mean, we pretty much paid out exactly what I was kind of looking for. Not that I anticipated it would happen so fast, and nor do I necessarily think this is done. It was just fun, and it happened to work out. So you can see that Bitcoin dominance snagged right up to the 64 there as ETH BTC came down. But I would quite like to see this continue down and settle and just bugger about a bit along here, so which can take a while, before. I don't necessarily think alt season's immediately going to get turned on just because this happened. It was just fun. I put that video out and we got that move. But yeah, so just keeping an eye on these though, so watching ETH BTC drop down to this kind of whatever mark that is, 0.021 area, and kind of hang around there, and if it can find support, as we see it can do just based on structure, then things starts to bounce out of that region. Meanwhile, the dominance is getting stuck here. Now, we've got this next level here. If it just wants to kind of make a double top in a similar region to whatever this is, going back, I assume, to July, this is July 2022, where it sort of peaked out there, and give us a double top. Maybe it goes back up there. We'll see. Interestingly, I just want to see it break this area here, which was support before it broke through, and that's where it exactly tagged on the giant colossal sell-off last night. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Just sideways and up, ideally. Wrong chart, but keeping an eye on BTC, keeping an eye on obviously the ranges, or the fibs, should I say, because they tend to be the golden kind of secret sauce, if you like, about where things are going to go. What I would say, obviously, is if we start to break this 886 level on maybe like a 4-hour closure, then go back a few videos and you'll see where I assume support's going to come up, and that is going to be in around about the 85k region based on macro fibs, and then if that goes, we're going to fill that 77. But that's my initial thoughts. In the meantime, just keeping an eye on this support. This needs to hold, or things go deeper. I assume it'll hold until proven otherwise, and I'm certainly going to be trading it off of here. So yeah, hope that helps, and peace out.